All right, so today we're going to do a small but kind of expensive mod to the CTR. Something that I think is going to really enhance the way that the car looks. Not that it's bad from factory, I think it's just going to give it a little bit more. But without further ado, today we're going to be doing the PRL wing risers on the CTR. So I think that this car, I mean, it looks great from factory, and I think the wing height is okay. It's like somewhere in the middle. It's not like super low. I typically like and would prefer just some kind of like duckbill, but the wing is a functional piece, and I think by adding the wing risers, it's going to make it a little bit more functional. Plus, it's also going to make it look a little bit more aggressive. I'm hoping the wing will kind of line up kind of with the bottom of the roof line of the car and just give it a more aggressive look. Plus, the way that the wing is right now, it blocks my dash cam, and I could easily just move my dash cam, but we're going to try out the wing risers and see how that looks. It seems like it's a pretty reversible thing if I don't like the way that it looks. So without further ado, let's get this thing going. All right, so the very first thing we're going to do is obviously we're going to unbox the wing risers. Comes in this blue PRL box, a little thank you card, PRL sticker, and then we have our wing risers. So let's see if I can give you a little visual on how these look side by side with the other one. So nice solid quality construction. These are also adjustable. You can adjust the angle of the wing with these, and that's done using all of these little holes right here. I think I'm just gonna have it at kind of the normal, I guess, angle. Okay, so the first thing that I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna remove the factory wing, and that's just so that I can like remove the wing risers individually when it comes time to do so. So we need a T30 Torx bit, and they actually come off fairly easily. It's a lot easier than I was expecting. I'm just gonna get them all loose right now, and then when it comes time, I'm gonna pull it all off individually. So I really don't want the wing to just fall off. I'm being pretty careful right now. Seems like the wing's weight is towards the back. So maybe I'll start with the back ones. Leave the front one on until it's time to get them all off. Wing is off. Really carefully get rid of that. Okay, so we have to remove this piece right here, or basically just open it, and then there's going to be a screw under that and on the other side, and I think there are like two more, maybe like right here, but I need to figure that one out right now. Comes out without much issue. This stays in. This is not going to fall out. Okay, so before we went any further, I just wanted to give you a little like shot side by side of what the two different heights look like. So yeah, it's probably about 3 inches in height gain over the stock one. Other screws are going to be right here and right here, inside of a little holder when you want to close. The goal here is to just not snap any plastic. Oh, these do come off. Let's just pull straight down. Loosen one side. Get the other one. Go real gently, because I do not want to break any clips. Ha! Got it. So here it is. These are where all the tabs are. At the very end, you kind of have to slide it around the door latch, or the rear door latch. So just make sure that you get this side, kind of pop this side straight down, because these are the clips that typically will break, and then slide it forward from this area. Okay, so now we have 3 10mm bolts that we got to take out, and make sure that these just get loosened enough so that the bracket is loose and not completely off. We don't want that thing flying off, hitting our paint. Definitely do not want these to fall into the plastic. That would be an absolute nightmare. So there is something holding it in there. Oh, you just pull it straight out. So there is going to be this bolt that's also holding the wing in there, so it just doesn't fly out. Probably gonna have to take that off and then put it on the new one. But here is the side-by-side. Same quality feeling construction. The PRL one feels a little bit beefier, but it feels like an OEM product. Feels really nice. Just a little assistance. Got tired of doing it by hand. Here's that little guy. The thread pitch is different on both sides, so you cannot mess that one up. 8mm. Just need a deep socket. Make sure that's just a good amount of tightness. You don't want it to be over tight. So that side goes facing inwards. Okay, before I put it back on, I just want to clean this area off. Thread that into that. Just get one threaded in so that it doesn't fly off when you go to put the other one on. This part would help to have a hand. Make sure all of them are just threaded on. Because there is some side-to-side travel, kind of want this a little bit loose for right now, because we got to put the wing on, and the wing's got to be able to fit. So if it's too tight and stuck in place, then the wing is not gonna line up. So we need to make sure that this is loose for right now. Now I'm probably gonna have to pull the car out, and then we're gonna have to put the wing on, and then from there we tighten everything back up. So it's worth noting, if you didn't know, the trunk is actually not made of it's not made of metal. It's made out of plastic. Okay, so now that the wing is placed, I'm gonna get the rest of the wing bolts, put them on. I'll tighten them on completely after we're all done, but I need to get back in and tighten up the bolts on the inside now that we're aligned. I'm not gonna lie, I am not a big wing kind of person, but I think that this actually looks really sick. I'm not too sure what the torque spec on this is supposed to be. I'm just gonna do it hand tight. I think that's good enough because, I mean, it didn't require too much to pull it off. So I'm assuming hand tight is gonna be fine. Hand tight for me is gonna be me not being able to move it with one hand. Okay, so I'm gonna try to get the trim panel in just basically the reverse as what I did before. And there's gonna be a clip here, clip there. Oh, you know what? Gotta get around the latch here, which is fine. So now we're gonna hang this part first. Make sure that that's in. And then from here, we're gonna try to get that in. Oh, I pushed that too much. Make sure that that's in. And then go around the edges here. Make sure that these clips go in. That's all good. No problem. Then we put our screws in. Man, this would have been a good time to rerun my backup camera cable. All right, so we have just completed the install, so let's take a look around. Sticks out decent amount away from the trunk, and obviously it's a lot higher. I think it looks really good. I think maybe the only thing that I might do is I might lower the angle so that this part dips in a little bit, and that should really just be like one bolt, to be honest with you. It shouldn't take too much to do that. Maybe just bring this up a little bit, bring this up one, keep this one here, and then it's just gonna dive just a little bit. But the way that it looks right now is also very, very sick. But yeah, that was it. Took maybe about an hour, basic hand tools, nothing special needed. And I think it really, really makes the car look a little bit more special.